The players have been riding by themselves in vehicles or with their wives, but just one player to a car. Here's Ron Darling. A lot of police around each car, we might ask, in the crowd, although rowdy has not been unruly. And here is another band coming through, a band, the Fife and Drum Corps from the Bronx, still to come down the road as we look at this. That is New York City Council. The politicians not one to miss a beat, especially with some up for re-election in a couple of weeks. In fact, as we saw Mayor Koch trying to get on TV last night in the dugout, the mayor at his second Mets game of the season, and another city council vehicle, we believe, a couple hundred feet over from us. As we Mookie Wilson, his wife Rosa in the white hat. They were married in 1978. Guess where? On a baseball field in the minor leagues at home plate. That is dedication, isn't it, folks? And a few more players still to come. Nobody in sight right now. People are on other people's shoulders. As we came down here at 8 o'clock this morning or so, and people, strangers, exchanging high fives and let's go Mets chants. And we will be back with more of the ticker tape parade from this location in just a few moments.
And right behind Mookie Wilson is Keith Hernandez. The ticker tape gathering on the streets just like it were snow. And you can see some of the barricades just keep moving forward and forward as the police try to hold the people back. We're at John Street. Maybe we can get a shot over here, Dave. Down here you can see the police struggling to keep the barricades back. They're literally having to push the people back. There it is, right there. You can see it. The people just keep moving forward to get a better view. And that is the intersection of Day Street and Broadway. The people have just been moving forward and forward. And I don't really know how these police are holding them back, but they have been doing a super job of keeping the people off the streets. Just people everywhere. You can see the crowd. They started gathering about 6 o'clock this morning. We were here about 8 or 9 o'clock, and the crowd just kept growing and growing. So
Good afternoon, everybody. Hello, Shea Stadium and the New York Mets, 1986 world champions. Personal congratulations from Lloyd Lindsay Young and the entire station, WOR. What a team, what a station. They did it. All right, they did it. They did it up well. All right, let's see what's happening weather-wise. Missed this. This is it. Tom, back to you. Mets, 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 Mets.
See, that's one of the loyal fans.
Yes.
We've been focusing on the players today, the superstars that made it all possible, but of course, the fans play a big part. Their support and their dedication helped the players along, and Sarah Lee Kessler was curious as why the Mets have always been such a big draw for female fans.
We talk Mets all the time. And at our dinner table, the Mets is part of our household.
Tremendous. I always loved Casey Stengel, and now that he joined the Mets, I even love him more.
Yes, the Mets have always had female fans. Among the most fervent, this woman, Joan Payson, the original owner of the Mets. But there have been lots of women carrying banners for the team over the past 25 years.
I've been a Met fan since the beginning.
Have you really?
Yes.
Tommy Agee?
Yeah. Yeah. Way back when. Yeah, I love them.
What did you want to tell me about Rusty?
Well, we missed him on the team, too, because he brought a lot of excitement to the team, and everybody rooted for him.
Rusty, as in Staub. This is his Manhattan Ribs place, where there's plenty of enthusiasm about the 1986 players, too. What do you like so much about Lenny?
Because he's tough, and he's a tough kid, and I just love him. He's like one of my kids, and I think he's great.
And then they have that effeminate appeal, too.
What do you think about Ron Darling?
He's a darling!
He's gorgeous.
Who's your favorite?
My name's Aisha.
Why?
Because he's gorgeous.
Who's your favorite Met?
Darryl Strawberry.
Why?
Because he's gorgeous. They're all cute. They're the best-looking baseball team.
But don't let all this talk about looks fool you. Lady Mets fans also appreciate their guys at bat.
They're good hitters. They're good fielders. Why do you like Darryl Strawberry so much?
Oh, I think he tries really hard. He doesn't seem really arrogant.
I just like how he hit the bat.
And Gary Carter. He's the man. He's the enthusiasm behind the team.
I like that they're a New York team.
And, of course, that's exactly why the city of New York is throwing such a big party for the Mets today. The ticker tape parade continues up Broadway, and
police have rushed back here to kind of stem the tide. Getting rough with a few of them. This kid here is getting tackled to the ground. I think you get a shot of that there. Not a pretty scene. The fans get a little carried away. I mean, a lot carried away. But the police have rushed in. I heard they called for other reinforcements before, and they seem to have pretty much stemmed this. There was a rush of people for about 5 minutes ago, but I think it's under control now. Maybe we should go back to the front of the building and see how John's doing.
I think you can see the picture right now of the Mets hanging out of the Blue Room. There they are. They're waving to the crowd right now. They're waving to the crowd right now. The crowd reacting.
To have the year that I've had is really rewarding to me, and it's just probably been the best year of my life as far as that goes on.
And there's one postseason accolade that one Met would just as soon not win. Manager of the Year.
I think it's the kiss of death. Anytime a guy gets a manager year, the team seem to go to pieces and they get fired very shortly thereafter. So it's not an award I'm really looking for.
And I guess even though Mike Scott of the Houston Astros is the front runner, of course, for the National League Cy Young Award winner, the entire Mets staff, led by Bob Ojita's 18 victories, was just unbelievable throughout the season. Carl, and we had the opportunity to be in the crazy clubhouse last night after the Mets clinched. Any one particular thing stand out in your mind from all of that hoopla?
Yeah, with everything going on, as crazy as it was, the thing that stood in my mind most was seeing Calvin Schiraldi and Bruce Hurst, the two pitchers last night for Boston, come in to congratulate the world champion Mets. And I think that spoke a lot about the class of the Boston Red Sox organization. We forget, perhaps, in the Mets mania that we're part of here at City Hall, that they beat an awfully good Boston Red Sox team, Steve, and as we well know from being there so very often, those guys were available to the media under pressure in a foreign town.
Raj, what do you see in that thing? Not much. It's kind of blank now, Carl. But we should get in a picture pretty soon. People back at the station are supposed to cut this thing on.
You provided.
I can't hear you real good.
You provided some pictures tonight for some people. You came in and shut Boston down for a while. I'm sure your arm got a little tired. The ball looked a little big.
It didn't get tired. It's just I got some balls up when I didn't need to get them up, and you know, they hit them. They took advantage of it. Jesse came in and shut the door. That's it.
What would you prefer being, a relief pitcher or a cameraman?
Whew, man. Relief pitcher pays better. Yeah, relief pitcher.
Well, that was right on cue. I think he's got his working papers into director Bill Webb right now.
And Bill Webb planted a kiss on this cheek. Bill Webb, all 6'4", 220 pounds, is the best director of baseball in all the world. Bill Webb of the New York Mets and Channel 9, our director, planted a big, juicy kiss right here, because I've never seen anybody off the team and off the field who was any happier than Billy last night.
He's picking up where Richard Dawson left off, huh? How about this crowd, again on cue, is far from the taunting chants that Darryl heard in right field at Fenway.
It sounds like a cheer at Anfield, where the Liverpudlians cheer of the Red Liverbirds. That's Liverpool, one of the best teams in soccer. And, of course, you hear these chants throughout European and South American soccer. But last year we heard Rua, Rua at the Rangers.
Right.
Of course, the pronunciation of Patrick Roy's name is not Rua, but Ranger fans...
Look at this.
He helped so much all year long, and in postseason play, Danny Heath. As did switch hitter Howard Johnson. He had a magnificent season and a magnificent postseason. Bobby Ojita. a monster home run last night, Darryl Strawberry. Keith Hernandez. And a hometown boy, Lee Mazzilli. One of the pitching stars of the series, Ron Darling. And infielder Timmy Tuffle. They call him the kid, but he's all man, Gary Carter. What a rookie, Kevin Mitchell. Kevin Mitchell. At Shea Stadium, the cry is Wally, Wally, Wally Backman. And his talented buddy they call Nails, Lynn Dykstra. This man is as smooth as he can be, Rafael Santana. And the young backup shortstop, Kevin Elster. How can you find a more exciting player than Mookie Wilson? Before the last introduction, collectively, would you please say hello to a wonderful group of women. They are the wives of the Mets players. We're delighted they're all here with us today. Now, ladies and gentlemen, our final introduction. Here is the most valuable player in the World Series, Ray Knight. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask everybody to remain standing. We are so fortunate to have a great Mets fan with us here today, who also happens to be one of the most talented performers in America. He will sing our national anthem. Would you welcome Julie LaRosa?
Be seated. Here's the mayor. Here's the mayor.